All right, y'all. So just woke up, slept in the back of the truck last night there. Pretty good little sleep actually. But anyway, I'm here at Lima, Ohio for the 63rd National Trappers Association convention here. Pretty cool little deal. You know, this is a cool event. I get to see people that I only get to see like once a year, and you know, it's just a bunch of like-minded people. Got to, you know, get to walk around and do things, you know, see different things. So anyway, stick with me here. We're gonna do a video, and I'm gonna go around to a bunch of, you know, really respected and professional trappers, and I want to have them give their opinion on a few things. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Let's see what they say. I want to share one tip with new trappers, and these are all very qualified individuals, if I may say so myself. So one tip to give to new trappers. I hope you guys will enjoy the video.
Hey, this is Justin from Hoosier Trapper Supply. Got a great tip for beginners. Don't overthink it. It's that simple, and wait it out and be patient. Just because you don't have success that first night or two doesn't mean they're coming. They'll be there. Give it time. Quality bait and lure, just wait them out. They'll come through.
Hi, Rosanna Moore with This Is My Quest, and my one tip for a new trapper is to always know the area that you're trapping. Take the time to scout and know what you're targeting when you get there.
Awesome. And where can we find you?
You can find me at thisismyquest.org and also on Facebook and Instagram.
All right, Hoosier Trapper Supply, HoosierTrapperSupply.com, Central Indiana. Check us out online. So my best tip to new trappers is try to stay out of the weeds. Stick with the fundamentals, keep it simple, dirt hole sets, flat sets, and that is all you need to know to catch coyotes.
Go.
All right, guys, this is Iowa Trapper here, Justin Deaver. If I had to pick one tip for a new trapper, is never give up. No matter what people tell you will work or will not work, always keep doing what you want to do and keep trying and experimenting and finding out what works on your line. Don't let anybody tell you what will and will not work for you. That's up to you to decide.
Iowa Trapper on YouTube, right?
Yes, sir. Iowa Trapper on YouTube. Check it out, guys.
Alan Probst here from North American Trapper, and Stu asked me to give a tip to some new trappers. And there's a couple different things. There's not one I would, say is the foolproof method, but patience is probably one of the best things that I could tell a new trapper. If you put a set in the ground, and whether it's a canine set or a set in the water for raccoon or muskrat or whatever, make sure that you're patient. Don't feel that you need to re-lure and rebait all the time. And the second thing that goes along with that is if you're setting on sign, which is another good tip, make sure you don't just put your sets anywhere. Make sure that you're setting on coon tracks. Make sure that you're setting on coyote tracks or fox tracks or whatever animal you're going after out there. But if you can set on sign and you have patience and trust that your sets are going to work for you, you're going to be successful as a trapper.
My name is Jake Mashek with Hoosier Trapper Supply. Big commonly asked question is my lure and bait good from year to year? Absolutely. Just keep it out of the sun. There'll be nothing wrong with it the next season. If anything, it gets better.
My name is Charlie Tumpak, and one tip that I'd give a new trapper is you have to try everything out, because a lot of times if you have I have my dad to help me, so I didn't really have to try. He kind of knew what to do, but a lot of times if you just try every little thing out, a new lure or a new bait and a new animal, you'll eventually find your rhythm and get what you want to catch, how to catch it, and just it'll just be more fun if you know what to do. So just try everything out, or find a trapper that can help you and save you some failure, but sometimes the failure helps. So just try everything out.
Awesome. And you gotta show this to the camera.
Yes, this is my coon lure that I make, because our main thing that we wanted to make with it is that it tastes good, and it's for coon, it's sweet, and it works really good. We got a lot of trail camera footage with it that the coons love it. We've got skunks on it. We've had some red fox come up to it. So it does work. So
And where can they find it if they want to buy it?
at the Trapping Girl booth, and I don't know. And look us up on Facebook. Jesse Tumpack is my dad, so
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for that tip.
you're welcome.
All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a super cool video to make. I want to thank everybody who I shoved the camera in their face, right? It's pretty intimidating. And I want to thank the guys and gals that participated in that. You guys did great. So anyway, I'm just out here tinkering tonight. We finally got a cool evening, and I got a few traps. I'm set out here having a few cold beers and just kind of going over stuff, checking swivels, checking trap tags. I'm gonna get with my trap prep here in the next few weeks. But anyway, if you guys like this video, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up. Lets me know you guys like this kind of video. And also, if you would, leave a comment down below your #1 tip, right? I find it, I think it's cool, and I hope you all caught on to what happened in this video. And I had a feeling it would happen, and I'm glad it did I'm glad everything turned out the way it did. You know, each and every person that I interviewed is very well qualified. They've all put a ton of fur in the back of the truck. But you'll notice there that there wasn't one person said, oh, my best tip is to have this trap, or you know, you gotta have that, or you gotta have that bait and lure. That's what you gotta have. That's how you become good. No, you'll understand it more and more you get into it. Trapping is about 90% mental, right? It really is more of a mental game than it is about your gear. You know, learning the land, understanding critters, their movement, their patterns. Once you get that down, the trapping side of it, it comes pretty easy, right? And I'm so glad this kind of worked out the way it did, because I think, you know, even from the wide range of people that I interviewed, that was the general consensus, you know. So anyway, I know I told them to give one tip, but, you know, this is my channel and my video. So I'm going to leave you all with a couple of tips here. So my #1 tip, and I know this is going to sound super basic to a lot of guys, but you would be surprised how often this actually gets overlooked. And I know this because I get a lot of questions about it. So my #1 tip is simply this. Make sure you're trapping on ground that is holding the critters that you want to trap. Okay, and I know that sounds really dumb, and I know it sounds really basic, but you know, this plays right in hand with something that I've said for years and years and years, which is set on sign, right? You're not going to be able to go out and trap a fox if there's not a fox there to be trapped. Okay, so, you know, put some miles on the truck, put some miles on your boots, go out there, explore, figure out what's actually there. You know, trail cams, you know, are a huge asset anymore, you know. So different things like that. Understand what the ground that you're trapping is holding. Learn to read sign. That is a huge thing. Make sure, you know, that if you're going out there trapping beaver in a creek, you know, make sure that creek is holding beaver or muskrats or mink or whatever you're trying to trap, right? You know, reading sign, understanding the land is huge. You know, I'm 32 years old and I've been trapping since I was about 10. And I can tell you, I go into the woods every single season and I learn something new every time, every year. And that's why I'm always tweaking my stuff. You know, you're always getting better and better and better. So, you know, understand the ground. Make sure you've got a trappable population where you're at. That's one of my tips. So another tip that I'd like to share, and you know, this kind of goes without saying, but understand this. You are only going to get out of trapping what you put into it, right? If you don't give 100%, you're not going to get 100% out of it. You know, if you half-ass something in this, you're going to get a half-assed result. And what I mean by that is, you know, if you're careless with your trap placement, you know, oh, that critter will come that extra 10 feet. No, okay. Maybe it gets, you know, it gets cold and them sets freeze in. You had a big rain. Oh, I'll get them tomorrow. You get lazy, you drive by it. I'm guilty of it. That's going to be the night that the critters are going to move, right? So you got to stay motivated enough to give 100%. You know, this is one sport that, like I said, if you don't give 100%, you're not going to get 100% out of it. You know, whether you know something or not, it's putting forth the effort to really get that return. So I think that's a huge thing, you know, that goes right in line with staying motivated and everything else. But understand, you're only gonna get what effort that you put into this sport. So I know these things may sound real basic, but I mean, there's just a lot of truth to it. So my last piece of advice is make sure you're having fun doing this, right? I know it can be disheartening or aggravating to check an empty set day after day after day. You know, understand this. If you're taking something from that empty set check, or if you're learning anything, that is only building your knowledge base that is going to make you better and better and better. You know, and I think this, you know, if you're not enjoying it, you're not going to put the effort. So all these little tips compound, you know, to make you a better trapper. And like I said, once you understand all this stuff, you know, this stuff comes pretty easy. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Super fun video to make. Like I said, I want to thank everybody that was involved with it. Appreciate their input. So like I said, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your guys' tips. You know, and see if kind of that what I'm saying, where this is more mental than it is gear related, you know, is actually true, because I honestly do believe that. So anyway, I'm gonna finish tinkering here with my sets, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're approaching season pretty quick here, so you know, it won't be too awful long. But as always, I appreciate y'all watching. We'll see y'all in the next video.